name is Professor Greer. I will be your professor for this online class. And I want to make this video to welcome you to the course and to go over a lot of important information. First, I'm going to go over the syllabus, and I'm going to go over the most important class policies. And at the end of this video, I hope that you will feel comfortable with the syllabus and with the class. And if you don't, please email me right away. So let's start with the first page of the syllabus. If you don't have it open already, the syllabus document can be found in Sakai. Pause the video and open it now. I want you to go through it along with me. On the first page of the syllabus, you will see my Mildred Ellie email. This is the best way to email me, and you should email me all the time. If you have any question, email me right away. Do not wait until after an assignment is due to address a concern about something. At that point, it will be too late. I love student emails, so email me all the time, seriously. All right, so my email will be on the first page of the syllabus if you ever need it. As you can see, I have office hours, which are by appointment. I am at the New York City campus, the Metro campus. So if your home campus is Albany or Pittsfield, you won't necessarily be able to see me in person, I assume, but I'm happy to make an appointment to speak with you over the phone. And for those of you who are here in New York City, I'm happy to meet with you on campus at a mutually convenient time. It remains, however, that email is the best way to contact me. I will be reaching out to you via email all the time. So it is your responsibility to check your email at the very least once a day, and that's your Mildred Ellie email. If you do not check your Mildred Ellie email once a day, you will miss important announcements from me, and that could lead to a problem with you handing in an assignment or something of that nature. Check your email every day. This is an online class, and that is primarily how we will communicate. Okay, moving on, you can see that the textbook is listed there. Please purchase the textbook or purchase it and share it with a friend. It's a great resource that you can use for all your classes. So get the textbook, it'll really help you out. So just a brief concept of what this class is all about. It's about research. I'm going to be teaching you how to do basic and complex research. So we'll start out simple, and each assignment will get progressively more difficult, and at the end, you will write a short report, not a research paper, a report. I'm getting you ready to write research papers. So it's important that you think of this class as focusing on the research process. It is a process that we will build up to through each assignment. Okay, I love research. Most students hate it. I think it's exciting, but I hope you'll like it. Okay, so moving on then to the course schedule. Let's go all the way to the course schedule and talk about what you will have to do each week. So each week you will follow the same routine, okay? You will log into Sakai. You will go to, for week one, you will go to the tab on the side called week one, and I'll show you this later. In that tab will be documents and instructions. You will read the documents in order, and you will follow the instructions. After you do that, you will go and you will read the textbook chapters. After you read the textbook chapters, you will go to the forums in Sakai and complete the activity I ask you to do in the forums. Finally, after that, you will go to the week's assignment and you will complete the week's assignment. This order is very important. So to recap, you will read my PowerPoint presentations and other documents, then you will read the textbook chapter, then you will complete the forum activity, and finally you will complete the assignment. That is your routine each week. I anticipate that you will have about 2 2 to 3 hours of classwork each week. Some assignments may be more difficult than others, okay? But think to yourself right now, I need to find 2 to 3 hours each week to go through all of the material for this class. So for week 1, okay, you will have to, as I just said, go through the documents, read the textbook chapter. You'll have to post to the week 1 forum, and you will have 2 very brief assignments. You have to complete and sign a student tutorial and then email it to me, and then you will have to also complete a quiz in Sakai, okay? So after that, you will notice on the syllabus it says all work due by July 18th at 5 p.m. So here's the most important thing. All work is due every Friday by 5 p.m. Every Friday at 5 p.m. the assignments for the week are due. The forums and the assignments are the 2 things that you send in, and those are due every Friday 5 p.m. I allow you to turn in late work, okay, with late points deducted. But there are checkpoints throughout the module at which point I no longer accept late work. It is your responsibility, and your responsibility only, to keep track of due dates, okay? If you email me asking when something is due, I will simply tell you to check the syllabus. So right now I want you all to spend at least 10 minutes reading through all the due dates. Of particular note, I want you to take a look at week 4, okay? Week 4 begins August 4th and it ends August 8th. However, because midterm grades are due for teachers, we have to submit them that Friday. Your work for this week is due on Thursday at 5 p.m. So your last day to post to week 1 through 4 forums and the last day to submit the midterm will be Thursday, August 7th at 5 p.m. I've highlighted on the syllabus. Make sure you make a special note of it. Additionally, if you go all the way to week 7, you will notice that August 29th at 5 p.m. is the last day to submit any late assignments 1 through 3, and the last day to submit forums for week 5 and 6. Again, a late point penalty will apply. That day, your final projects are also due, all right? The following week, week 8, the last week of the mod, you have your final exam due. Again, this is a Thursday, and that is September 4th at 5 p.m. You can submit late final projects until this date as well, but they will have a 15-point late penalty. So you need to keep track of all these due dates throughout the module. I know it can be a little confusing, but you need to read through this and look at it each week and note down on your planner or wherever when the due dates are. Because several times I have students tell me, oh, I didn't know when it was due. Well, that's impossible, it's in the syllabus, okay? So you have to know this. So take note of all of it right now. Read this syllabus like a book. Now, moving on to grade distribution, you'll see right below the course schedule, your class participation is worth 30% of your grade. Class participation is what you post in the forums. What you do in the forums is worth 30% of your grade. That's a lot. Do the forums well. Forums always have specific instructions. If you don't answer all the parts of the questions I give you, you'll only get 50 out of 100 points. So really take the forums seriously and do a nice job. Grammar and clarity of what you are writing counts. If you have poor grammar or you haven't proofread what you wrote, it will not receive a high grade because it will be hard for your classmates to read what you have written. So really take the time to craft a good response. Additionally, the assignments are worth 40% of your grade, meaning if you don't turn in one assignment, it seems small, but it's not. Assignments are worth almost 50% of your grade. That's almost half of it, all right? So take it very seriously that you get the assignments in and you do them well. The midterm and the final are both worth 15% each, okay? So one last point on the assignments. You cannot do the assignments out of order. Assignment 1 has to be done before 2. Assignment 2 has to be done before 3. All 3 have to be done before you can do the final project. So what does that mean? It's important to stay on top of the class right from the very beginning and not fall behind. All right, let me just go over anything I think I have missed. If you have any technical issues with Sakai, the email is in the syllabus. I believe it's onlinehelp@mildredelli.edu. Aside from the student contract, which I forward to the Director of Online Education, all assignments must be submitted in Sakai. Okay, so when they're the assignments for the coursework, you have to submit them in the assignments tab in order to receive credit. Assignments that are emailed to me or posted in the forums will not be graded. I need to remain organized in the class, so you have to post them in the right spots. If you have trouble with that, email me. I'll set up a time to talk you through it over the phone. But they have to be submitted in the assignments tab. That's very important. And then finally, one last point. I would like to discuss plagiarism. In the early weeks of the class, I review Mildredelli's academic dishonesty policy, which discusses what happens if you plagiarize on any assignment. If you plagiarize in this class on the forums or assignments, you will receive a 0 for that if it is the first time you have plagiarized. And you will also receive an infraction form. You will receive this infraction form even if what you have done was unintentional plagiarism. The definition of plagiarism is taking someone else's work, in this case it could be from a website, a book, or even another student, and you present it as your own. So if you copy and paste from a classmate or copy and paste from a website and put it into your work, then you will receive a 0 for that assignment the first time you do it, even if you were doing it accidentally, okay? I take plagiarism very seriously. Last module, I wrote up numerous students for plagiarism because they copied and pasted from websites and put it in their assignments. They received 0s for the assignments and were not given a second chance to do the assignment over. It is usually very obvious when a student is taking someone else's work and putting it in their own. Do not try to do this. If you are having trouble with anything, you email me right away and I will help you. If you are unsure of whether or not what you did counts as plagiarism, email it to me before you submit it and I can help you. Do not submit work that has been plagiarized, bottom line. Okay, Mildredelli is very firm on these policies and so am I. So again, if you have any questions on that or anything else, please email me right away. Just to reiterate, I love student emails, write to me all the time, okay? So now I'm going to make a second video for you on how to navigate our site.